AFTV, Liam got the job done, 8 out of 8. Completed it in the Champions League so far.
Yeah, do you know what was really hard was to have respect for your position and stay humble and treat it like any other game. It was quite difficult because I always knew we'd win. I knew it was a formality today. And I was really excited for that record of 8 out of 8 because no one's done it. And I don't know how many years it will be until someone does it again. So big up the players for that. I know everyone's still down in the dumps. Ryan is still down in the dumps about the weekends and all that, the Man United result. I was disappointed as well, but today I wanted to treat this as its own competition and its own thing. And we're 8 out of 8 today. Conceded a couple more goals than I would have liked. But still, I think it's going to be a very difficult record to break. 4 conceded and I think 19 goal difference. 8 out of 8. It's going to be a while before anyone does that, Robbie.
Yeah,
so big up to the players.
It's about kicking. Yeah, listen, big up to the players because they've done the business in the group stage. Of the, we look on it and say, yeah, all right. But there's a lot of big teams struggling.
There are
to make it into you know. So that's the thing about it. So that's why it's a good achievement. But it is now about following that through. Mm-hmm. When you look around the whole tournament, who do you fear? Who would you rather not be playing later on if we can get far down in the tournament?
So if I was to step back from it and look from an outside perspective, I think the two that stick out for me that will go deep in this competition are the current top 2, and it's Arsenal and Bayern. Obviously we've already played Bayern, and I know they had a couple of players out, suspension and stuff like that. That's their fault. That ain't our business really. But we also had injuries that game. Remember, we had no striker. We had Jesus out, we had Gyökeres out, and we had Havertz out. So we had to play Marino up top, and we still put 3 past them with our non-existent attack that everyone likes to point at us. So I think it'll be a very, very good game. I know we were at home as well, but to get them will be an interesting one, and I hope it's later in the competition.
I think we can only play them in the final.
If that's
the
way
how it's worked, because they finished second.
Yeah.
So if we went all the way and they went all the way, it'd be a final.
That's a good thing because I back us to go quite deep in this competition. So if we can avoid a team like Bayern until the final, I think the best team will prevail. And you know what? I know some people don't like the new format, but I do like it. I do believe that it does encourage bigger games, and the bigger teams will progress. I know it's a bit unfair for teams like Kairat who didn't win a game, but the bigger teams will progress in this competition, and hopefully you end up with the best 2 in the final. Obviously, I'm looking at Arsenal to be there.
You think we will?
I hope we will. I think we can. I think it's still too early to say. Obviously, we're only going into knockouts now. I think only Napoli is maybe the one big team who surprised me by dropping out.
Yeah.
Everyone else I thought would go through has gone through. So really, there's no surprises.
Napoli are out, PSV as well.
I expect us to go through the last 16. The last 8, obviously, last year was when we got thrown Real Madrid. And we managed to get through that. I expect something similar this year. I expect to get thrown a big team who maybe didn't do too well, maybe a PSG, someone like that. If we can get through that test, it's a semi-final again, Robbie. And then I'm hoping that we go not just 1 better, but 2 better and win the whole thing. It's possible. It's really, really possible. And obviously, I would like to get our 7-point, 10-point gap back in the Premier League so that we can actually concentrate on this competition. And who's to say it can't happen, you know? I want to get the Carabao Cup out of the way. Second leg against Chelsea should be a formality, but who knows? Who knows how they're going to turn up? And then, FA Cup, we've got Wigan. It's a favourable draw. I'm looking at this in the Prem and thinking we could really figure out our rotations, because that's the thing I'm quite big on is, can we be playing informed players in the right competition at the right time? That's how I think we win this Champions League. It's not by just being the best side. I think it's if we get the rotations right, the players are in form, give them minutes. The chance Gyökeres has had at this club to really get his foot in the door and claim, I want to see Eze have that same opportunity, because I think Eze is a quality player. Why is Gyökeres getting the opportunity? Eze's not. Eze has every single attribute possible to take that position of Martin Odegaard. I know Odegaard wears the armband, but give Eze that same opportunity and I think we're going to get much more out of him. But it's all about when players hit their form at the right times, and can we play him there and can we rest him there, and it's a job for the manager. So really, I think it is on Arteta to get us over the line in both of these cups. And I back him to. I think he will. I think he's done really well so far. I think it shows by the performance we put in against the big sides in the Champions League. Our best performances today were not against Kairat. They were against Bayern Munich, they were against Atletico Madrid, and they were against Inter Milan. Yep. They're the big games, they're the important ones that I want to win as a fan. And I think without that manager, we probably wouldn't have done as well as we have. So I'm backing him to get us over the line in both of these competitions, and hopefully we take at least one, if not both.
Travelling to away games has never been easier, especially with Rocket Mobile.
Unlimited data, unlimited everything in the UK. When you leave the UK, It's 20 gig of roaming data. Life is very easy.
£16 a month, no hassle.
How you doing,
Yeah, you're doing all right. And this is what you get in Europe.
I know. Tony Ellis!
Come on, like,
Thank you so much. You're the man.